Hello everyone, what is up? It is me, AlbyMTG, and today, as you guys could tell from the video, I'm going to be showing you guys a purchase that I made over the weekend. I haven't got a chance to go through and just look at all of these cards and grade them yet, so unfortunately I won't be able to give you the grades on them as I show you them, but I do want to show you them, and I'll be sure that once I do get the grades on them, I can let you guys know down low in the comments section. But again, that probably won't be until later this week, because in case you missed my video yesterday, finals week is this week, and so I really don't have a ton of time to be making YouTube videos as much as I would normally like to, because I do want to study for finals and do well on those. But nonetheless, today's video we're going to be looking at some beta, unlimited, and revised cards that I got this weekend. So I did start buying a couple of commons and uncommons. I think there might be a rare or two in here as well, but for the most part, they're all just basically commons and uncommons, and I really enjoy Magic the Gathering, and I think it's super cool to own some part of Magic the Gathering history in the form of these old cards, some of these cards that helped really start the game off so that it could grow into this fantastic thing that we all know and love today. And so I think it's super cool having some of these, as well as the fact that they are a decent and reasonable investment. They have the potential to go up in the future as more people like myself realize how amazing this game is and that they want to own a little bit of some history. So I'll go ahead and show you guys now all of the cards here. We have these are the unlimited cards here. In terms, if you don't really know what things are in terms of like expenses, the unlimited cards are the cheapest, the revised cards are the second cheapest, and then the beta cards would be the most expensive. So we're going to start off with the unlimited, and then I'll tell you guys once we get to the revised cards. So Eye for an Eye, another unlimited Eye for an Eye. 2 unlimited resurrections. I'm sure if I go, yeah. I was gonna go through each card one by one, but then I remembered how many of this card I actually ended up with. So there is 2 full playsets of unlimited White Knights. Not too bad, a very decent card, and kind of reminds me of the new card that was printed here in Dominaria. 1 unlimited Holy Strength. 1 unlimited Holy Armor, Circle of Protection Black. These Circle of Protections were a very iconic cycle from the early days of Magic. Death Ward. This card I think is super interesting. Island Sanctuary. Basically, you can skip your draw step, and if you skip your draw step, then you get a 2-mana moat, which is kind of interesting. Actually, it's flying or Island Walk, so it's like slightly worse than moat, but nonetheless, 2 mana. If you're already ahead, you can just decline to draw cards, and then you can have a moat effect. Disenchant from Unlimited. We have a Banalish Hero, which of course has bans, which is a super old mechanic that you will not see on any cards printed for the remainder of time. Blessing. Animate Wall, this is always a fun one. Animate Wall. Veteran Bodyguard is a kind of cool one here as well. And of course, if you guys want to read through what some of the cards do, you can always pause the video while the card is out here. For example, Veteran Bodyguard has quite a bit of text, and I do want to make sure to get through this video, so if you do want to take the time to read through what each of these old cards do, just go ahead and pause the video and you can take your time to read those. This is one that most people would know, another very iconic card. This one is Savannah Lions, again an unlimited version. Unlimited Chaos Lace. This guy who was on, if you watched yesterday's video, you know that this guy was in the thumbnail and as well showed up in the art game that we played yesterday. Uthden Troll, very interesting little card here. This is, I believe, 7, so we're 1 shy of a playset. I think that's because there was 2 playsets there, and one of them was just in horrible condition, so I ended up not getting it. But here is 7 unlimited copies of Curdape. We're still on the unlimited stuff. So Aspect of Wolf, kind of a cool one. Love the artwork on this one as well. Absolutely beautiful. Living Lands is also a very cool one. Again, another very cool one. Living Artifact. Super nice, super weird artwork, and it's I love cards that have like really weird, interesting artwork. Our last card from Unlimited before we get into Revised, last card is Glasses of Urza, which is, again, a kind of cool card. 1 mana, tap it, and you may look at target opponent. Oops, just moved my camera on accident. My apologies. Let me get that back the way it should be. Alright, there we go. So this puts us on to the Unlimited cards. Or not onto the Unlimited cards, my apologies, onto the Revised cards. And we'll start off with 3 copies of another very iconic card, Sarah Angel. Unfortunately, I believe one of these is damaged. I believe it's this one here. I don't know if you can tell or not. Up here, it's probably not gonna. Yeah, it's probably not gonna focus for me, but maybe it'll show better on the back. Yeah, it'll show better on the back. You can see it's kind of torn and creased up here on the upper edge, which is kind of unfortunate. But again, I felt like it was still a reasonable purchase. Sarah Angel, the type of card that people will want no matter the condition. Of course, it'll be a lot cheaper compared to the ones that were in better condition there, but still, nonetheless, I'm sure someone will want it. Two Circle of Protections. We have Circle of Protection Black as well as Circle of Protection White. What I really liked about seeing these next to each other is you can just look at how different the colorations are. It's like super crazy. This one is a much darker gray here in the text box compared to the lighter gray here, and I think that's just due to some printing things with the ink that's used for printing Magic cards. 2 Unlimited Holy Armors. I said Unlimited again, I meant Revised. 2 Revised Holy Armors. A Revised Veteran Bodyguard. You can tell, actually, if I get... Where was the other Veteran Bodyguard at? You can really see the difference between the text boxes here on the Veteran Bodyguards. The Veteran Bodyguard here from Unlimited has very, very small text compared to the Revised card, which has much larger text. So those Veteran Bodyguards. We have a Revised Wall of Swords. Kind of an interesting little card here. 3/5 for 4 with Flying and Defender. Consecrate Land here from Revised. A Guardian Angel. Again, kind of a cool card, and the artwork, again, all this old Magic artwork is just absolutely beautiful. Castle. Your untapped creatures get +0/+2. Attacking creatures lose this bonus. For 4 mana, not necessarily a good enchantment, but again, that old artwork, the nice castle realistic picture there. Resurrection is our last white card here, so that makes, I believe it was 2 Resurrections from Unlimited, and then 1 Revised Resurrection. Onto some red cards. We have Smoke. After Smoke, we have Iron Claw Orcs. And our last red card here is Flash Fires. This is always a fun little meta call. All planes in play are destroyed. If you know your opponents are going to play some white decks, you can go ahead and just blow up all their planes. Some green cards here. Giant Growth. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Again, fairly iconic card. And then, speaking of yet another fairly iconic card, we have Grizzly Bears. The classic 2/2 for 2. This is where the name Grizzly Bears comes from, this is the first creature in Magic that was just a plain 2/2 for 2. So then we are on to the beta cards. Really quickly, I did buy 1 card that wasn't Unlimited, Revised, or Beta, and that was 1 copy of Scorching Spear. Again, I said that this was partially me investing a little bit in some of the history of Magic. Scorching Spear is kind of a unique card. This is from Starter 1999, by the way. Scorching Spear is the only 1 mana, deals 1 damage to target creature or player spell in Magic. Every other version has some sort of a thing that makes it better in some way or another. There's things like Gut Shot, which can be paid with Phyrexian mana, which makes it significantly better. Cards like Geist Flame have Flashback, which again make them significantly better. Flame Jab, Needle Dart, or not Needle Dart, Needle Drop. What else is there? Lava Dart. All of these are significantly better versions. There has only ever been a 1 mana, deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Just that's all that the card does one time in Magic's history, and that was this card here, Scorching Spear. So your little bit of MTG history here before we get into these beta cards. Alright, sorry about that, guys. The device that I was recording on ran out of memory in the middle of me getting through half of the beta cards, so we'll go ahead and start over here with these beta cards. The first 2 beta cards we have here are 2 copies of Banalish Hero. Again, an old card here with banding like we talked about earlier. 2 copies of Pearl the Unicorn, a 3-mana 2/2. We have a beta Holy Strength. Target creature gets +1/+2. Holy Armor from beta as well, not too bad. We have 2 more white cards. We have a beta Consecrate Land, and our last one has both flying and bans, and that is Mesa Pegasus here from beta as well. Onto some red cards here. We have 2 beta Hill Giant. Again, this is where we get the term Hill Giant from, meaning a 4-mana 3/3. Again, because it was the first 4-mana 3/3 in Magic. We have a False Orders. Not too bad of a card here as well. Very nice. And our final card from the cards that I ended up buying, we have a beta Fungasaur, which is quite the fun name to say. So these are the cards that I purchased. As you could probably tell, I didn't end up buying any blue or black cards. I do want to look for more of those. That way I can diversify the colors that I have, a collection for. There was a lot of, it felt like there was a lot of white cards specifically, a couple of red cards, and then just a couple of green cards in here. But nonetheless, we ended up with some very, very cool stuff. You can see all the white bordered madness in here, and then the black bordered stuff as we get back here into the beta cards. So again, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was just something that I kind of wanted to show you guys, that I had mentioned in yesterday's video that I bought a couple of these, so I figured I'd show you guys. It would be a nice easy way to make this video. So again, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to let me know with a like, comment, and potentially a subscription if you really enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to let me know like I said. I will see you guys here tomorrow for yet another Magic the Gathering video.